Yes, yes, the screen is sharing. See, the live is running, right? Hello? Oh, the live is running, man. See, the live has came. Yes, yes, the screen is sharing. Dude, my voice is clear there. Okay, okay, thank you, thank you. Just message me, right? When to start. So, good evening, folks. Good evening to one and all. Yes, I'm audible. If yes, kindly drop in the comment. Yes, viewers, as you're audible like that. So, hello everyone, welcome. Welcome, Jasim Fayas and Rishi. Yes, hello everyone. Okay, let me start. We are here, boot camp of day one, a very big initiative of geek community. This event was from a month, and yet we are here on the first. So yeah, thank you, Gonesh, and welcome everyone. So let me go ahead. So okay, so graphic designing. There is always a myth. I want to say a myth. I want to say that. Hmm, இல்லாத ஒண்ண இருக்குன்னு சொல்றது, like that. A thing which is not, which will not happen, but we speak that the thing will happen, like that. We say the myth. So there is a common myth in technology that coding and designing coding and designing is fully comprises of bugs and error. So this is a common myth which is running in the field of technology, but not like that. A one who is expert in anything, okay, expert is nothing but he should be highly knowledgeable to do any task. One who can adopt his creativity, adopt his invention and innovation, so he can able to handle anything. So that is the true one. And I'll also remind you all to gain a certification for this graphic design boot camp. At the end of this live session, a link will be posted in the description. So kindly go and click that link. That link will redirect you to the geek.ind.in, our official website, and you can just go learn that, go and see that and do the further steps. So let me start. So okay, so first of all, introduction to graphic design. Here I have posted, first of all, you can see that at the right side corner there is a vector image where 4 people are just doing some works. This is not an actual image, okay. The bulb is a separate image. The left side corner, a human who is holding a brush, is a separate image. So each and every image has icons. Every individual thing is an individual icons. So yeah, graphic design is an art. It is an art. Art is not only just drawing or just scribbling or painting. Art is a thing which is creating, okay. You're creating the thing which is conceptually you're creating into a visualizing one. So concept thing you are making into a visualization. So that is, we are telling here, as an art. It involves a creative and systematic plan to solve the problems or achieve certain objectives. The common quote is there. We can say that a picture explains more than 1,000 words. So that is the aim of this graphic design. So once your design can explain what you are coming to say rather than explaining it in 1,000 words, with the use of images, symbols or even words, you can tell to the world what you are thinking. It is a visual communication and the aesthetic expression of concepts and ideas using various graphic elements and tools. So this is a visualization communication where, by using various graphical softwares, elements, tools, you can tell to the world what you are coming to say. So okay, so that is the introduction, and next we moving on to the responsibilities of a good designer. Okay, we can take any field. Each field comprises of responsibilities, okay. So responsibilities is the main aspect you should hold. So the first point, I have framed the 4 points, okay. There are many points are there, but I thought these 4 points will be a most aptable to a person to become a good graphical designer. So first thing is staying up to date with the industry trends to keep ahead of competitors. The competitors tells the meaning that a world comprises of competition, okay. Particularly in the field of technology, every hour and every minute, the work what you are doing, the world is whether running, it is being updated, okay. Without updation, we cannot learn new things. So whatever you are learning, you are going to adapt. You are going to do it in a practical way. So at that time, you should be updated with the industry. So how the industry is migrating from yesterday, today, the past, the present and the future. So how it is being migrated. So that is staying up to date with the industry tends to keep ahead of competitors. You should keep yourself as a, you should think yourself as a unique. Okay, your unique design will speaks, and that matters. So second point is producing consistently. So why I have drafted a point is excellent visual work should be that much efficient and that much excellent. Okay, so then only your design will rule the place. You can create many of designs, many people can create many designs, but if your design should be an excellent, then you should want to develop that in a consistent manner. So that is the second point. And third point is, first 2 point, copying and self-adapting. So third is encouraging others to share their ideas and nurturing creativity. I'm just want to say a thing. When you're working with a team, okay, the IT industry is comprises of working with a team. When you are in a team, is to update yourself, to share your knowledge, and vice versa. So that is here encouraging others to share their ideas and nurturing creativity. If you are in a team, you are working with your team for a website or for an application, etc., whatever it is. At that time, you should want to gain the ideas what your teammates help you to make your design a massive one. And fourth is creating direction for projects and guiding team members. Okay, first 3 point will be, I have drafted this, will be like self-thinking and self-updating. The fourth point is when you become a leader, when you become a project head. Okay, when you are the head of your team, at that time you should want to give a clear cut direction for how to start this, how to do this work efficiently within a given time period. And you should want to guide your team members. Guiding is not only telling them to do this work or that work. Guiding plays a role that you should want to help them in every aspect. So these are the responsibilities of a good graphic designer, from self-learning, adapting to that, sharing your ideas, and becoming a leader. So okay, responsibilities aside, next we move on to skills. Okay, these are the basic responsibilities. So skills comprises of strong written and verbal communication skill. Particularly in this IT domain, your communication is vitally important. If you want to explain what you're coming to say, the mode of communication is very much important. So not only graphic design consists of images, animation, or vectors, it also comprises of words and paragraphs. Okay, so at that time your written and verbal communication should be strong, and a full and fluent knowledge of current design tools and software. So you should be updated to choose, okay, which platform to design a image, to design which platform you should want to design. And here I want to say another thing, you should want to choose a right platform at right time. That is important in graphic design. And confidence to be bold with their work. So you should be confident of what you're thinking, and you should be framed that. And the ability to meet deadlines. I think if you're doing a freelancer and you're working in a company, so at that time you should be that much, you should have capable to meet the deadlines. So these are the skill set of a graphic designer, and a background of working well as a part of a design team. You should be a good working and understanding person within your team, and the ability to think creatively and deliver impressive concepts. So at last, you should have an ability to think creative. Graphic designing is a field where you should want to think as much of creativity, and that creative speaks a lot, and you should want to deliver impressive concepts to the users. So okay, so next is scope of graphic design. I hope you're seeing archery, like plate where inner part is in some green color, white and black. Okay, you can see all the 4 points focuses on the green. So that point is thinking out of the box. So okay, so thinking out of the box is the utmost thing in a graphic designing. You should want to think out of the box. What is the meaning of out of the box? Out of the box is nothing but thinking uniquely, thinking for example, if you are surrounded by 10%, the 10% also a very good graphic designers, but only one design matters. Means at that time you should be thinking how's your thinking skills and how you're drafting it. So that is thinking out of the box. And the second sub layer of thinking out of the box is creativity. Okay, creativity comes from innovation. There is a different terms between invention and innovation. So invention is nothing but you create new things, and innovation, you update the new things from previously defined things. So creativity is vital important, and that is the second sub layer of thinking out of the box. And third one is imagination. So only sorry so only your creativity can be framed, can be seen, visualized only when your imagination is good. Okay, so you can imagine whatever you can imagine, like this, like that, but how come your conceptualize is going to frame in visualization by using the graphical tools and softwares? So that is imagination. And the last is design. Okay, so design is nothing but the whole body comprises of this. To the natural understanding, I can say a difference between that user interface and user experience. So Photoshop is a raster image editor. They have framed the name is raster image editor. We can edit photos, artwork, web graphics and mockups. These 4 domains, these 4 parts can be efficiently used in this Photoshop. Like features like layers, image adjustments, animation, what was previously said. So you can edit your photos, you can create an artworks, you can design graphic designing images for your web graphics and mockups. So these are the features is provided by the Adobe Photoshop. And let me take you to another tool provided by Adobe is Adobe InDesign. Okay, so this is a must-have software tool if you are in the business of publishing. Okay, publishing is nothing but like designing, and then magazines designing and all. It offers excellent capability to design stunning magazines, what I said before, info sheets, brochures, while easily exporting them to PDF or HTML. We can directly render it to our HTML pages, or you can able to download them as a portable document format in PDF format. We can create brochures, you can create magazines, you can create info sheets in this InDesign. So let me explain this features. Like graphic designers can effectively combine graphics and text for easier streamlining and optimization of files. So they can efficiently combine a good graphics and text. As already said, graphic design is not only consist of an image or anything, it consists of also text. So designers can easily combine. In magazines you can able to see image will be in aside, the content will be there, the different font styles will be there, and the browsers also there will be an image, little icons will be there. So like that you can use in this ID. It allows users to add tags to indexes, keywords, anchor text, frames, footnotes, table of contents and captions with hyperlinks. You can create hyperlinks by using these tags. And it supports HTML exporting that enables web developers to export clean and simple codes during the implementation of the website or website layout designs. So what we said before, we can render these designs, we can export it to an HTML, which gives a massive look in the layout of websites. This works great for WordPress sites. So WordPress is an open source web designing where you can just go and design your websites efficiently. So to the WordPress sites and the WordPress, Wix, Weebly, there are many open source websites are there to develop your website for both static and dynamic. So at that sites and all, you can use this browser's images which was developed in IT, and it has the capability of eyedropper tool to apply position in the document. Okay, so you can use this eyedropper tool efficiently to apply position and size instantly. And also I would like to show this at the Photoshop. I also showed that for the Photoshop software I also showed, and now also I am showing this. It is a desktop publisher. Okay, Photoshop, I say it is a rich text editor where these two features plays a dominant role is multi-page documents and for one-page documents. That is a very big brochure or magazines you're framing that can be holding of multi-page or one page, and you can use this Adobe InDesign. So features like master pages, automatic page numbers, typesetting, and etc. And so let me take you to the another tool, that is CorelDraw. Okay, CorelDraw is a graphics suite which packs some pro level features and offers a highly accessible interface that is easy to use. It's a bundle of multiple applications that deliver powerful editing features, right? So it works perfectly without any lag with Surface Pen. As a web used primarily for marketing and advertising businesses, particularly those that specialize in print advertising development. Okay, in the field of advertising businesses and specialize in print advertising development, this is a very good vector graphics editor where you can use this tool. And outside of logos, CorelDraw is a program used in the professional space to create browsers as like Adobe ID. Okay, as like Adobe InDesign, this CorelDraw is particularly used in the business platform to develop the professional space. So that is the word mentioned here. And it is capable of exporting files in up to 48 file types, including AutoCAD. So you can design the AutoCAD format also, which is used in architecture, right? AutoCAD to design, and JPG format, PNG, SVG, TIFF. It can also open 35 file types including EPS, HTML, AutoCAD, PowerPoint, SVG, and even old freehand files. So let me take to the Inkscape. Before this, Photoshop, InDesign, Illustrator is not an open source, so it is a dedicated that's going to install like a cracked machine. And this Inkscape is an open source software to Google, and you can just download it. So it's a capable free graphic design software that can help designs that won't stretch or blur during resizing. Okay, it cannot be that won't stretch or blur. The images, the pixels will not be breaked in this Inkscape. It's a user-friendly option for hobbyists or beginners interested in vector drawing. So if you plan to start your career in the graphic design like the vector drawing, you can just go ahead with Inkspace. So Inkspace provides the IDE where you can just drag your mouse to the tool, and the tool will explain what it holds. So to the beginning level, for the beginner level, you can just go ahead with Inkspace, and users can easily make individual text lines without frames, okay, along with the paragraph type. It supports multiple gradients and comes with a separate tool to create complex combinations. As before said, it offers several well-designed and full-featured tools to create, edit, and convert vectors. It is also capable of downloading or creating ready-made plugins. So you can just go ahead with this ready-made plugins, and users can leverage different preset categories of filters to save time and effort. So there are inbuilt different filters are there. You can just go ahead with that and you can utilize this. So Inkscape, to kickstart as a graphic designer, you can use this software. And next, let me take you to the another platform which is particularly different only for the Mac users. Okay, this is only for the Mac users. The Sketch. So Sketch is a vector-based graphic design tool that is best suited for app, web, and interface design. It is best suited for creating interactive prototypes for UI and UX purposes. So we can develop and most interactive prototypes for our websites, graphic designs, in this sketch, and it is available only for Mac users. And it allows easy sharing and collaboration to the cloud. You can easily collaborate with an Apple cloud, and you can share your design, which can be editable. You can allow the sharing option, edit, you can give an edit access in this, and designers can share the entire interface in the cloud through a simple file sharing process. So that will provide an ease of access to share the entire interface. And users can mirror designs on larger devices for team viewing to identify how the design would exactly look in a particular device. So it is nothing but portability they are speaking. Okay, so large design devices, they can just see how these designs are working, how the portability is working. You can just check in that. And users can export any layer or group as a PNG file. And Sketch auto-saves all the changes in the design step by step to avoid any loss of design. Significant relief for designers indeed. So okay, for working at very high designs, so at that time the auto-saves were a very big feature that will help you to save your designs in the level which you are going. And it also requires a low learning curve. It does not require much of learning curve. A little learning curve is enough for the sketch. So next is, at last, is Illustrator. So everyone knows about this Illustrator. So design tool that is perfect for illustrative artwork, page layouts, corporate logos, website mockups, and almost anything else as per the requirement. Moreover, it's an industry benchmark in the vector creation tool. So Adobe Illustrator, which acts as a benchmark. So benchmark, what we say, this is the most dominant thing and vital thing. So that is the most vital thing in the industry in vector creation tools. So instead of stored pixels, it generates graphics based on mathematical equation to ensure crisp and sharp lines that you can print in any dimensions. Okay, so there can be mathematical equations. Particularly, you can just give the value for how much pixels it should be and how much size the image dimension should be. You can just give that to print in any dimensions. It creates graphics files in relatively small sizes so that designers can share them easily through a simple email attachments. So this comes under the easy way of users. You get access to 90 million images, graphics, templates, and videos from Adobe stock. So totally, you can get this template from 90 million images from this Adobe stock, and use Adobe font integration to select thousands of fonts and implement the most suitable font for the project. Guys, there can be thousands of fonts to implement, to choose which font can be suitable to your design. And typed integration with other Adobe products. So this is mostly integrated, like this Photoshop and InDesign and this Illustrator, which just integrated with other products. Little differentiation. Full-fledged is a vector graphics editor. Okay, Photoshop, I say, as a text editor, and InDesign you can just create for the business tools. And this is a vector graphics editor where you can create effective logos. What you're running in your mind and what you're thinking out of the box, that can be visualized in design by using the tools in Illustrator. And mascots. So the image of a wolf and all, so that is a mascot. So that is why that animal symbol was given. Okay, so icons, particularly icons like Instagram, restaurant, many icons are there. Okay, you can just icon one-page docs. Like in ID, you can create a one-page docs of this. So the particular features what AI, it means Illustrator holds is vector shapes, type settings, and artboards. So these are the most particular thing which it holds. So I have shown you the graphic designing tools which are effectively and efficiently used in all over the world. You can kickstart with any graphic designing tools. Okay, but what I suggest is if you go with the Inkscape, because it's an open source and it comprises of very effective tools there, you can just start with the Inkscape if you are beginner level in graphic design. The session is comprised of kickstart about graphic designing. So if you're planning, if you're thinking to begin as a graphic designer, you can just go ahead with Inkscape. Okay, so after working on Inkscape, you can give Photoshops, InDesign, CorelDraw, and etc. But we want to keep in mind that choosing the right software at right time is very much important. So that is the most vital thing here. And next is examples. So okay, I hope aside you're seeing that signboards, news articles and logos, web designs, discount coupons, road close ahead, or ride or die, this and all. Okay, so all these types of graphic designs can be created in the pre-demonstrated software which I have said. Okay, so this first you can see that, and there is an art, that is an human based image, signboards, magazine or ID, web design, logos and all. So the work, okay, so a good visually created ad can convey a volume of ideas. So that was I said in the starting of the session. A design can explain more than 1,000 words. So that was demonstrated here. So these things and all, you can be view this lively in your life. So okay, this comprises of a cycle, that introduction, how to the responsibilities what should have, and what skills you should have, and what is the scope of graphic designing, how your scope, how your graphic designing platform is being can become efficient, and tools for graphic designing, and also the real-time example what we see in and around. So at last, the thing what we are learning, the thing what we are doing is only to earn money. Okay, so that is have ended in this, that is job opportunities. So what job opportunities you have in this is as multimedia designer. So multimedia consists of everything, so photos, images, videos, everything. Okay, multimedia designer. Web designer, so web designer is a person who designs interactive, innovative, creative logos, designs and image vector based images. So logo designer, brand identity designer, flash designer, UI UX designer, developer. And photo editing, Photoshop artist. So only photo editing where you can just edit the photos, change the background, you can increase the enhancement, hue, sharpness and all. And layout artist, layout artist is like you just layouting a wireframe. No, in UX we will do a wireframe to design a prototype, like that the layout artist and the product designer. So these are the particular I have just demonstrated, but there are plenty of job opportunities to you guys if you are starting your career as graphic design, in graphic design. So I would like to conclude with one thing is, before you're choosing the domain, okay, so think what in good you are. Don't just follow what others do. If my, for example, my friend is following this, my friend is good at programming, so I hope I am also good at programming. No, that is his path. Okay, just think what comes for you. So technology provides a feast in front of eyes where you can choose any domain. It can be programming, it can be your designing, it can be a developing. So you can choose what field that is chosen you. So with this I conclude this day one. I hope we gone around 40 minutes. So previously I said there is a link in this description, will be updated now. Just you can go ahead with that. We can see how you can grab the certification. There are a set of rules there. You can go ahead. And also this graphic design bootcamp is like a chain process where every session. So today we have demonstrated graphic designing and how this field goes from starting to the how you can shine in the job. And tomorrow it will be like installation session and how to particularly use the tools in that IDE. So okay, I hope this session will be a most valuable one. If you guys have any doubts regarding to kickstart with your graphic design, you can just comment in this session. You can comment in a chat and I'm ready to answer. So guys, anyone have doubt in that, you can just draft in this chat box and I'm ready to explain. So one thing you want to, again I'm just telling that choosing the right thing is right time. So keep in mind that, so choosing what suits you. Okay, so don't choose what others doing, they are doing and I'm doing. Just choose what others are doing. How come you can achieve in that? Just select that platform and you can start achieving. So I hope 11 viewers it won't. So okay, Rishi, are you there? Saptarishi, there you can just comment me. If you guys have any doubts, you can just ping in this.